Alright, hello guys. Today I'm going to teach you how to create a config server. So we're creating a local one, which basically means it's going to be stored on your PC instead of on GitLab or any online repository. So what we want to do is create a new project, and yeah, you want to click Spring Initializer, click Next, change this to your company name, MIST, that's mine, MIST here. And in example, you want to change that to another MIST. And here you want to just call the project whatever you want to call it. For me, I'm calling mine config server. And yeah, you want to change the artifact ID to config server as well. And same thing for the name. So the other thing we need to change is Gradle project to Maven project, and we've got Java, and Java 17, which is fine. Click next, and what we want to include here is config server, which is right here, and you want to just add an actuator. Actually, no, you don't necessarily have to add that. It just stores metrics of your application, but we'll just go with the config server by itself. Project name config servers, that's all fine, and our project should open up. At the bottom right, you should see a pop-up that tells you to install the Maven thing. You should definitely click that because your project wouldn't like compile automatically if you don't do that. Like, as you can see, the folders are all messed up. As soon as you click load Maven project, it's gonna take like 2 minutes, but we can see that's right. Okay, less than 2 minutes, but you get what I mean. And now you got a Spring Boot application. So what we want to do is first is create a config folder in resources. Right click, create a directory, and then just call config. And then we want to create a properties file called app1.properties. And I'm gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna create a variable called greeting equals hello, and then I'm gonna copy this and paste it, and just gonna rename it to app2, and do the same thing again. Gonna rename it to app3, and what I'm gonna change in app2 is change hello to hola, and in app3 let's just say marhaba. I think that's Arabic or Turkish, one of them. Cool. You basically have your configurations set here: app1, app2 configuration, and app3. And then what you want to do here is enable, I can't type, enable config server, and that should enable your config server. And then you want to come to application properties, and like we did in the previous project, you want to set the server port to 8080 or any server port you want that you're not using. And then we also want to say Spring, and then set the profiles active to native. That's just gonna set all these configurations to basically run. And yeah, everything looks good. And then we want to just right click and run our application. It's gonna take a bit of time, but it should be done in a second. And then we just want to open Postman, and here we want to just say localhost 8080 slash, that's the port we set it to. So what we want to say is app1 slash default, which should just show details of our application. And then we click send. That should give us the greeting saying hello. So that's the current config we're on. If we change this to app2, it should say hola, as you can see here, and app3 should say marhaba, and that's a simple way to create a local config server. And see you in the next one, guys.